Hey, what is going on, guys? In this video today, we're going to be breaking down how to win solo squads in Season 6 of Fortnite Battle Royale. This is something I get questioned on a lot. A lot of people always want to know, how do I win a solo squads game? Because it's kind of looked at as the most challenging thing you could possibly do in a public Fortnite match, win a solo squads game. Because honestly, it is pretty difficult, especially now with how good the average Fortnite player is, to be able to consistently kill enough, 1v3, 1v4 team fights to actually win a solo squads game. It's difficult, I'm going to be honest. So hopefully this gameplay breakdown video will help you guys achieve that. And I would recommend anybody that considers yourself an average or above average player to at least give solo squads 1 or 2 tries. You may not win, like I said, it is difficult, but solo squads is going to tell you more about yourself as a Fortnite player than just a regular solos or duos or team-based squads game ever would, because it really points out what you're good at and what you're bad at. So as we get into the breakdown of this gameplay, you can see we're starting off in Tilted Towers like almost all of my gameplays do. We have 2 kills already, but I didn't feel the need to talk about them because they're so simple. But what you're seeing right here is me making good use of these rooftops and Tilted Towers, which are just oh so good for getting natural high ground. And as you can see here, I'm about to make really quick work of this team of 3, one of which was a Skull Trooper, so he's probably at least a decent player. And one of the good things about that fight, took absolutely no damage. I don't even think I had a bullet shot at me the entire time. So if you're going tilted, these rooftops with natural high ground just give you so much advantage in fights. This guy made really weak. I want to keep putting the pressure on him because I don't want him to be able to get away inside of one of these buildings and heal up. Unfortunately, I get my kill stolen pretty much directly by that trap, so that's unfortunate, but that actually wasn't the guy I made weak. As you can see, that's him, and luckily since it was his trap, it didn't steal his kill of him, if that makes any sense. So we're actually going to skip ahead a little bit here. I was just minding my own business over by blue, mining up some wood, when suddenly I get shot in my back. Now luckily I took a decent amount of damage from that, but these guys clearly aren't the best players in the world. If they were really good players, they'd be ramp rushing me like maniacs right now, but they make a bad play and give me the opportunity to not only get high ground and head glitch this ramp, but also to heal up back to almost full health, 137 instead of 150. I actually get shot from my side there, which is a little concerning. I don't know if that guy's on his own, part of another team or part of this team, but I definitely have to be careful about him going forward for the rest of this fight. Luckily, I'm able to already easily get high ground on this guy that clearly doesn't know how to build very well, and it's an easy finish of him and his teammate. Now that means that that guy shooting at me is clearly on another team, which you're going to see me fighting over here. Now this is shaping up to be a bit of an awkward fight since it's all occurring right around this building. I don't know how many members this team has, so I want to get high ground and quickly scout, and luckily I'm able to get a kill on a guy with no shield on him, so that was a nice little fortunate turn in that fight. And you guys can't see it because you can't hear footsteps in this gameplay, but basically what I'm hearing here is that there's only one guy left, and it's clearly that guy. I put that trap there just so I can ensure that he's not going to be able to come out the front of the house, so I can mainly focus on the other exits now. And what I'm basically doing is just playing a little cat and mouse game with this guy. He builds here. I think he's trying to block me off maybe. I see it. I'm making sure to protect myself while I push him so he can't land a quick shotgun shot. I try to make an edit play but kind of fail here and end up just not even doing it because he drops down and it's a fairly easy kill. So another 2-man team. Things are kind of going pretty well so far. I'm not running into, like 4-man teams in a straight up fight. Just using high ground, just using positioning, all things that are crucial for playing solo squads. So now, as you can see, we start off this next fight with a snipe right to the body, which obviously hurts because now we're only topping out at 125 health. Again, this is another team that doesn't seem aren't that great. They're not playing super aggressive on me, and I get another lucky break there by getting a trap kill on someone who clearly didn't see me place that trap about 30 seconds ago. He dies to it, and I come down here looking for mats since I don't have too many, but he literally had none, so not sure what was up with that. And bam, little bit of a crazy snipe to end up the fight, and you know, maybe luck, but I'll say it's skill because it was pretty awesome. So now we're jumping again ahead about 2 minutes into the game, where I'm fighting another team inside of Tilted Towers. This game's been pretty crazy. We're already down to 15 people left, and I literally have not stepped foot outside of Tilted Towers the entire time. Now, this is another kind of awkward fight since it sounds like there's 2 or 3 people running around inside this relatively small building, so I'm a little concerned about that, but luckily this guy just kind of get the drop on him, and it's another team that clearly isn't comprised of the greatest players in the world. This guy actually makes a pretty smart play here, shockwaving away, but I want to make sure to chase him, just like how I chased that guy in the last fight so he can't heal up or turtle or simply run away. I want to finish him because I'm not sure where the other teammate is. I don't want him getting off a miracle revive 20 seconds later, but I'm basically just staying in the general area of the downed bodies waiting for this third guy to show himself. And he does. He doesn't build. I don't even think he sees me. I hit 2 pretty low damage shots, but finish it off for the easy 3v1 team wipe. And I think the big takeaway from that fight was simply the fact that I took 0 damage. I think a mistake a lot of people would have made is saw that they weren't that great of a team and just pushed them straight on, head on, shotgun fight only, no building or using high ground. And yeah, you'll probably end up getting the 3v1, but you would have taken 70-80 damage in the process. But if you played it smart like I did, I took 0 damage. So this next fight's a great example of a good old-fashioned third party. I make sure to not land on the ground level of the fight, but instead on a nice position of high ground that people clearly aren't expecting to be shot from, as I'm able to get 2 kills right off the rip without being shot at or even noticed at all because I was in such a good position. And now we have this last guy. I hear his footsteps. He kind of runs himself into a corner, and that is probably the easiest 3-man kill you will ever see, and it shows you the advantage of third-partying a fight. I get 3 kills and the loot of about 6 bodies, it looks like, without, again, taking a single point of damage, being shot at all, or simply being tested to any extent in that fight. So now we are moving on to the final fight of this video. It's a 4v1, but it's a very, very odd 4v1, and you're going to see what I mean as this unfolds. It starts off with this guy getting high ground via a porta-fort. I think he jump padded or something. I think I briefly saw the umbrella at the end there, but yeah, he was an easy kill as I simply shot him out from the 1 floor piece he was placing, and it was easy pickings from there. And then here's his teammate, which I anticipate because I'm expecting this to be a 1v4, and just like you've seen a few times, I make the guy really weak. I make sure to constantly apply pressure to him. I don't want him turtling. I don't want him healing up. I don't want him hiding in this house. I want him to be in my sights at all times. Even if he's getting high ground over me, I know it's only 1 or 2 bullets and he's dead. And as you can see, that's exactly what I do. And now I'm basically just waiting for the last 2 teammates. And I'm waiting and I'm waiting. I go to full kill their boy because I want to make them even more chaotic. But what you're basically going to see is I'm going to need to cut ahead here because for about 30 seconds, these guys don't show themselves at all. They pretty much just let their 2 friends die. So now we're moving into the final fight of this video, and lucky for us, due to the disorganization of this team, it is a 2v1 instead of what could have easily been a 4v1. Now, even though it's a 2v1, it's a bit of an awkward 2v1 for 2 reasons. First off, I just can't seem to locate this other player. I hear him shooting, but I can't find him. I suspect he's on the other house, not this guy that's directly shooting at me, but if you saw, there was a structure to the left right in front of me on this other house, but I can't confirm it because I simply don't see the guy. And second off, this guy's sitting in a really nice head glitch on a point of natural high ground, so it would be a difficult and awkward thing to push, especially due to the fact that if I ramp rush this guy on the right house and this other guy is sitting somewhere on the left house, I'd be exposed from 2 different directions. It'd be a bit of an awkward situation. So my plan here is to try to get a snipe. And you're going to see I narrowly miss him about 3 times. It was a really frustrating experience to say the least. And a smart play you see me making here is using metal ramps and walls walls instead of wood ramps and walls. I'm actually going to get really good cover for almost the entire fight simply because I'm putting up these walls and they're fully building, and if you guys have ever tried to shoot out a fully built metal wall or ramp, you would know how much health those things really have. But now I'm starting to get a little more aggressive since this other guy isn't showing himself. I'm not going to wait all day, and what you're actually going to see here in a few seconds is I find him because he was shooting out the base of my ramp with this other guy. I see him right here. He's out in the open in the general area where I thought he was, and it ends up me making him weak, and now I know he's going to retreat, so I have a chance to finally hit a snipe. I miss all the ones on the guy just standing still, but of course when he tries to jump off, that's when I finally hit one. I had him weak. I knew it was going to be an easy finish. I know this last guy I also have fairly weak. I think I hit him with 2 or 3 shots. I catch him here in a few seconds trying to run up on my own build structure, and as you guys will see, it is an easy finish for the win. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you watched the entire thing, be sure to leave me a comment down in the comment section below. Have you guys ever attempted to win a solo squads match before, ever in your Fortnite career? Be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, do whatever the heck you want, and I will catch you guys next time.